Glad you purchased the clay pot kit. I hope you enjoy making your clay pots. Here's what you'll find in your kit. 2 clay pots with liners, a pack of air dry clay, an IOD mold fleur-de-lis, a crockery transfer, popsicle stick, brush. You'll find a bottle of glue, brown paint, white paint, and sealer, and a plastic bag. Now it's time to make your castings. Open your air dry clay and take out a piece of the clay. Store the clay in a Ziploc bag. Put a little bit of cornstarch in your mold. This is not required, but something you might want to try. Press it out about the size of the mold and press it in with the heel of your hand. Remove the excess clay with your thumbs. There's a micro rim on the mold that will make it easy to remove the clay. As you remove your extra pieces of clay, put them back in your Ziploc bag so they will not dry out. Use your popsicle stick to help remove the clay and make the back of the casting smooth. A putty knife also works good for this. When you're finished, turn the mold over and your casting will come out. Now it's time to apply it to the pot. Apply glue to the back side and spread it out with your popsicle stick. Then apply it to your pot. You may have to use painter's tape or masking tape to hold it on. I had no problems getting this one to stick. Wipe any excess glue off with a baby wipe or a damp cloth. I decided to add some leaves across the top of my pot. You can add leaves, a heart, a fleur-de-lis, or any of the other designs. Again, I dusted my mold, pressed my clay into the mold, took the excess off of my thumb and fingers, used my popsicle stick to smooth out the surface. Again, the micro rim makes it easy to do this. Then I took my leaf out of the mold and glued it onto the pot. Making sure it was adhered on all sides. Then I repeated the steps over and over until I went all the way around the pot. You may want to add molds to your other pot, but leave room for a transfer. Now you're ready to paint your pot. Use your white paint to paint the pot. Try to get into all the little grooves and paint about 1 inch or 2 into the inside. Paint both your pots. When your pot is dry, you may decide it needs a second coat. Don't forget to paint the bottom of your pot as well. Take the pot that you have not placed any clay on yet. Once it is dry, and take your transfer, separate it. It will have a small piece of tape holding it together. Press it onto your pot and rub it with your popsicle stick. This will make the transfer release from the paper and go onto the pot. You can lift the top to see if it is adhering. Lift gently. If it's not adhering, place it back down and rub some more. After adhering your transfer, open your sealer. Use your brush to put a coat of sealer all over your pot where the transfer is. Now take your sealer and seal your other pot. The sealer is thick and will leave some brush marks on the pot, but that adds to the beauty of it. Make sure you get the sealer in all the clay pieces. And don't forget to seal a little on the inside, about 1 inch, and the bottom. Now you're going to take some water and add some brown paint to it. You're going to water down the paint to make a wash. Take your pot and cover it with the watered down brown paint. When it's covered, take a baby wipe or damp cloth and wipe the brown paint back, making sure that the indentions and details of the molds have the dark paint in them. Wipe off as much as you desire. You'll do the same thing with the other pot. Using the watered down brown paint, apply it to the whole pot. Make sure you get in all the little grooves of the leaves and the rooster. Getting the bottom and inside about 1 inch or 2. Then take a baby wipe or a damp cloth and wipe it back like you did the other pot. The dark wash will give the details dimension. At this point, if you want to, you can add one more coat of sealer to the outside, but it is not required. I hope you enjoyed making these pots. Look for more kits from Goods and Vintage Treasures.